Vikings of Valhalla, welcome back to Manor and a brand new series on the channel. It's been ages since I dropped the Manor series, and I figured since we're pushing 1 year since the release of the early access, I figured it was time to do a new series. And I predict, and this is just a prediction, but I predict that Manor will release the new update on the 26th, when there was a year since the first release. And I only think that due to the fact that there's been ages since they hinted that the release is coming. And on Christmas, they also released a nice big update saying Happy Christmas or Merry Christmas or whatever you say. And they released that update. So don't take my word for this, but I really think there will be a huge update coming soon. So let's get warmed up with some Manor, and we're gonna do Winding Rivers. We're just gonna do the default settings here. Not gonna play too much with this, and we're just gonna get this going. And again, guys, thank you so much for all the support on this series and this channel overall. We're pushing 2,100 subscribers, so I will be amazingly happy if you aren't already taking that axe, throwing it at the subscribe button to support this channel, pushing those 2,100 subs. So if you're new to Manor, we're going to build up our town, and when we're ready, we're going to claim new regions and eventually fight Mr. Hildebolt as well. And that is one of the things that they also hinted with this new update, that there are AI towns coming. So pretty exciting stuff. Alright, so let's take a look here. We have 2 food resources very closely here, so that is actually amazing. Very, very far to the iron, but at least we have iron, so we can make some weapons. It would suck if we get salt. I hate those regions. And it only looks like we have a rich resource of berries. So are we getting a... Yes, we are also getting a farming region. That's pretty cool. Looks also like this is the only farming region in the... No, there's 2 regions right here. So 2 regions with farming, pretty cool. And I'm pretty new to this Winding River map, but I have a huge plan for this area. So no, I'm kidding. Well, that area too, but potentially this one as well. I want to build a city right here in this corner, and that's gonna look just amazing, but we're gonna get there eventually. But let's start this up. And for the best start now, before I always said get the firewood, but now I think we should focus, and I'm telling you what I think, but I really think this is going to be something we want to prioritize, because we are not getting any plus on our influence or approval from firewood any longer. We only get it from clothing, so that's why we want to push this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna get those berries, I'm gonna get this one going right away so we can get the food. I'm just gonna place that right there, and then I'm also gonna get, let's see where we have the timbers right there. I'm just gonna place it up here. We're gonna figure out how we build this eventually. And you always want to place this down first, at least in the first town, because you only have, I think it's 8 timber, and 2 of those timbers are going straight to this. And if we can't build this, then we can't get more logs. So we want to get that going. And while they are building over there, we are also going to see if I remember how to do this, but we should see if we can get these berries in a field. And I know there's a way where we can see those berries, and I think it's this way. Yes, there we go. And I wish there were a way to fix this, but as soon as we do this, they disappear. But I think they are around here somewhere, and we're gonna change this eventually, but we're just gonna do like this, and then we're gonna delete this, and now we're gonna be able to see those berries much more clearly. So let's see here. I think that was pretty good still. There, I think there's one right there.
Hey, bring that piece over here.
And I think this is going to be a nice square. All berries are inside. If they're outside, we might potentially remove them. And the reason why I'm doing this is also a beginner's tip if you don't know already. If you cut down trees and plant trees where there are berries, this resource will go away, and this basically protects them from that. And I also like to build a nice road around it, so we can build those berry pluckers around it. So there we go. How is this going? Well, I'm gonna get these guys going right away with one family. And we're gonna micromanage this eventually. We could actually do that right now. And if you're new to my channel and my play style, well, I micromanage everything. I really do. If you have any tips and suggestions how to do this better, let me know. Because we want to micromanage everything as good as possible. So one thing we're going to do here is that we're going to build a house here for 2 families. One family is going to be able to move in right away. So we're going to do like this. And then we're going to keep that extension there. Because eventually we want an extra family there. But for now... okay, so this is just Hildebolt saying hello. We're not going to talk too much with him since AI is not really well developed just yet. I'm sure it's coming soon. And that's another thing too that is coming in this new update. They're going to rework this whole development tree, which is pretty exciting stuff, guys. So if you are if you like Manor, there are big changes coming too. I have an update video on my channel too for this new update, and whenever they do those sneak peeks for updates, they always bring something else to the table. So pretty exciting stuff. All right, so here you always want a road to the King's Road, and that's kind of what I did there. But let's go for this, because I feel like this right here, I didn't plan this, but this kind of seems like a perfect place to put these nice veggie plots. And when I place these veggie plots, I always like to have a small house right next to it, like this, because that way we have 2 families that can work in a granary or whatnot that will be placed around here somewhere. We're down to 2 now. Let's get 1 family in here for now as well. We want to get these going. And one thing that I really try to push right now is getting families into homes. And I'm not saying that is the best idea, because you could argue that the best thing would actually be to get the resources in the stockpiles, so in the granary and the storehouse. And now when I think about that, that probably is the best thing that we could do now. And I know the resources are way over here, but we're going to get a lot of food from both this veggie plot that will come up here and this hunter's camp right there. So we're going to place this right here.
No slacking off.
And I have a feeling we're going to want a road up here. So let's get that going. And we also want to get, well, we want more families in here now. Let's get these. And one thing that you always want to get this first. Get that extra oxen. And do not make the mistake by building as much as I do at the beginning. That's probably pretty dumb. But the worst mistake you can make is not building this extra hitching post. So we want to get that first. Prioritize that one. And that way, if we come with another ox and we only have 1 stable spot or hitching post, that ox is going to go away and you will lose 20 regional wealth, and that's going to suck. So let's get that up to highest. I want these guys to be prioritizing the granary as well. We want the food. And then there's going to be, I'm going to build a small marketplace right around here. I think that's going to fit pretty nicely right here, I think. And then we're going to get the storehouse up here somewhere, I think. Yeah, you never know. You never know with Manor Lords. And these we want to get going. But normally I would not prioritize this in the beginning, because we have food only for 3 months, but it's gonna get picked up very soon, and it's gonna be so easy as to pick these when we get more families. So I think we should prioritize this. I really do. And another thing as well with this latest update that was quite a while ago is that we need more stone and planks than ever. And to be able to get those heights, we need this. And then we also need planks. So we are desperate for these families to get going. I'm actually going to speed up this game now, because we have everything set and ready. Now we have the hitching post as well. And you can see here the ox is basically the only dude, I was going to say, but the only AI in here that can drag those big logs. So as you can see, we can't get these productions going until we have the log there. And since we only have 1, it's going to take ages. So yeah, that's how that goes. So now we have 3 logs as well. So I think we also should get this storehouse. And if you don't tell me that fits perfectly right here, I'm not sure what to tell you guys. didn't plan this, but that is just amazingly perfect. So you going right there. Could get more. Oh, yeah, I need more houses. There's gonna be 2 families here, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so that's gonna be good. We want this extra house right here, but we don't have the timber for it, so that's gonna wait for now. And this is very important. Get that family in here right now, so we can get those people to go here and transport the goods here. Because when they are in the open like this, they're gonna get destroyed by bad weather. And I'm really surprised that we haven't got the bad weather yet. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff. That you should definitely build these before you build the houses. So don't do like me. Build granary, storehouse first, and get the ox way sooner. All right, so we have 2 months to go, and one thing we do need to consider now when we have houses as well, when they're get this up first, please. When we have houses here, we are going to need fuel. So that's another thing. And if you are still watching by now, guys, please smash that like button. And again, let me know. Not again, I didn't say this, but I usually say this in my other videos. Let me know where you are watching from. It's always cool to see how far these videos are reaching. So let me know. Let me know what country you're watching from. And while we are doing that, I'm going to get this guy in there. And we're going to have to remove you. So now we do have 6 hides, and that's awesome. We don't have that much food, but that food is still covering. Oh, wow. That's pretty good. So here's the thing. We always want to keep 2 families in at least the granary. And there's the rain. That was a close call. There is the rain. All right, since we have the houses up, I need water, but I think we're going to have to get this one first. Can we get this all the way around like this? And how perfect is this? This might be too big, but if we get level 4 here, this will be perfect. And I think that's going to look really cool. So I want this big veggie plot, and we're going to spend 30 regional wealth on that. And then we're going to get one more as well. Gosh, I love playing Manor. It's been so long. I don't know why I haven't played this. We're doing a lot of Total War Rome Remaster on this channel right now. And don't worry, we're gonna drop a lot more series of those. But this is this channel's game. Man, the lords, we're gonna keep dropping those for sure. And whenever there is an update on this game, I mean, if you don't like these Let's Play series, whenever there is an update, I keep you guys updated. I release the video as soon as I see it, and keep you guys updated so you stay updated. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. That's also a good reason to subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, so we kind of want a family in here, but we're not going to do that just yet because I want a family to move in here. And as soon as we are moved in here, the approval is going to go up. Because I was going to say, we do have market stalls. No, we don't. Because we have families working in those 7, 10, 7... Alright, let's go for this one. Because we have families living in, working in here. That way they can set up stalls right away. And that's going to start giving us plus on this. But again, we do need those planks. We have 7 timber. And one thing we are going to have to prioritize is this. We want to plant new trees as well. Not really sure where. But we're going to get that plantation going soon. But first, I'm going to have to build... I know for a fact that I'm going to need a road here. I don't know why, but I just need it eventually. So we're going to get this guy on this road. There we go. And get those planks really quickly. We also want to get that church, because the church is also going to make the family very happy. And usually I time the church simultaneously. I can't pronounce that word. Pretty much at the same time as we get clothing on the market. Because you do need planks for the shirts as well. And that just takes forever. And how good would their church look right here? I don't know if we can fit it. Otherwise, I would kind of move stuff. Oh, that's pretty big, yeah. Well, we can't fit it here. I'm going to... Alright, let's see if...
Come along, lad.
For the sake of it... Do we have any hills or whatnot? There's a small hill-ish right here. I don't mind placing it on this side, actually. But we don't have enough goods. Let's get this built, please. We have one family working right now. That's why it's taking forever in this city. But we also need families to live,
That piece over here.
or to work in these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's why it's going slow. Can't do anything about that. Let's get these families in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, I'm just gonna go for 2 more families in here. Because if we just prioritize this one, there we go. Now we have just 1 family living there. Oh, I guess they moved in here. But once they move in here, there we go. They're gonna start working these fields. And yeah, this is pretty big. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think, guys. Is this too big? Because it might be. Might be too big. And should we also get... You should have put this trapping around the wild animals, like the wild animal pen. Could start doing that as well. But for now, it's looking good. Alright, so how are we doing on fuel? 5 months. Winter is coming. Oh yes, we have a family in here. I'm gonna stop you right now. I'm gonna put you guys in here, in the saw pit. And timber limit. Actually, let's just have this at 20, 30. Let's make 30 and then just stop. And just make as much as possible. You keep going at it. And since we're not building now, we could also just have another family going in here. And just speed this up here. And these families should be guiding the ox. I could be wrong. I guess we'll see if this, if anyone is guiding those oxen. That would happen now when they cut down the trees. Yep, they're going to get the oxen. There we go. So if we have families in here, they're still gonna guide those oxen, which is good. And one thing, ooh, look at this, 49, yes, market food variety. That's why we want. I should have built the marketplace a lot sooner, so we could start getting that plus right away, because the homelessness is going away slowly, slowly but steady. And I also kind of want. I'm trying to make roads more realistic, and I'm not saying I'm good at it, but part of me kind of want to try as much as possible. And you be the judge if I succeed or not. But a part of me kind of want to make it like this, because this could be another veggie farm. And since the granary is pretty close to this, and we have 15 more regional wealth to spare, I guess this could be a good spot. But we don't have, yeah, we don't have timber. And now let's remove you, because we have the planks for it. So now we definitely want to save up logs or timber. So we first of all can build a church, but maybe actually, yeah, let's get this first. So I guess the church is not going there any longer. We could build a church. I'm sure we will figure something out for this church, because I kind of want this. The tannery should be over here actually. Yeah, so put the tannery right there, right next to. It's pretty far from the storehouse. We could place another storehouse over here eventually. I don't like that we can't. I want a road there. I might do some. That's the thing too with Manor Lords. You place down something in the beginning, but we might rearrange stuff eventually, right? That's how it goes. So 24 timbers. Is it 20 or 25 for the church? 20. So we only need those 5 timber now, and then we're gonna be ready to drop that church. And the happiness in here is gonna bloom, and then we can start finally getting those. Firewoods. And I might actually do this. So this is also another tip that I can give you guys. You see the animal pens right here? If we just make a road like this around it, and make it as not too close, because that way you're gonna scare them. So make it just outside like this, and try to make it more circular than me. If you can, if you want. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is not looking natural, I know. I know I just said that I was gonna make everything look natural. But this is only because we don't want to spook away the animals. Let's build that right there, and then place these around. And this is going to remove the trees, and it's also going to keep us from building in there and keeping the wild animals in check. So that's why we're doing this. Let's see, there we go. And you want to push this all the way, as you see right there, circle, not circle. So there we go. And then push this way around to, should be going all the way around, right? Why is this not working? Oh. This should be working, guys. I'm not sure why it's not doing this. Let's see if we can go from this way. Not going in our favor here. There we go. Yes, there. Ah, yes! There we go. So now we have not only a realistic animal pen, because that, I mean, if we have these as our trapped animals, it would make sense to have this little pen in here. So it looks decent. And the good thing with this is that now, this road that I built before is actually going to go up here. This is going to move. Can we? Oh, we can't move it there, can we? Well, I'm going to place it there so we can continue this road just up here. Like this. And now, we can finally build the woodcutter's lodge. And it's going to go right here. Because we need these guys in the storehouse to pick up all the firewood. So we want this really close to each other. And we have the firewood here. And they're going to cut these down and not the ones right here. And that way, we have minimized transportation. And that way, we also need more families to live there eventually. Alright, church. Church. One more log. Then we're getting the church up. Happiness is at 52 now as well. So we could... Yeah, we have room for one more family, do we? Yes. Yeah, there we go. One more room. I was going to say 3. No. There it is. One more spot for a family. So it could be wise to build another house. But let's get the church. And we're going to get that church here, I think. Potentially... I mean, it could fit there pretty nicely. Right? Yeah. I'm gonna move these. Can we put the water somewhere else? We can't put the water. No, we want... let's put the water there. Water there. And I think this is also gonna going to be the water. Because this area is just screaming church. Excuse me. And there's the log. Alright, 3 timber. Dang it. Alright, so let's see here if we can speed up the game. And I'm just gonna... Oh, there we go. I don't want to connect it to a road just yet. I might just... Can we squeeze it in like... No! No. Just move just before I press down. Can we just... it's got to be a close one, isn't it? You know what? It's not going to be all that. Let's just place it down there and make sure that we connect this to the road. There we go. And I kind of want the road to go around since we... that's going to have to wait. Because there are openings back there and back here that will be more realistic to place something there. Alright, so it's coming down nicely here, guys. The water needs to be built so we can get the happiness up, obviously. But now we are going to get the tannery going. Where is it? Alright, we can't... Well, wait. We have this guy. You're going to go in here now. And soon we're going to start the micromanaging managing so we can build houses where all the jobs are. We're going to move that very shortly. Don't worry. And we are going to be done with auto assigning. We're going to start manually assigning everyone. So don't worry. But for now, we're going to do it like this. So now they're going to get the hides to leather on the market, which is very good. That's going to raise the happiness. And everyone is going to start moving in here. And by that time, the church might also be done. So we got to start getting plus from that as well. So everything is turning out nicely. Now we have to focus on the next thing, which is food. Probably fuel as well. So we're building a lot now. So let's speed this up now. And we are desperate for more families to move in here right now. We really are. There we go. Next family moved in. And these families that live in these, they're going to be unassigned. They really are. So eventually, they will have to work in the beginning, but eventually they will be unassigned. But now, let's get this. And we also want these guys to be... Sometimes I've seen we can make this even smaller. So if we make it like this... I'm not sure this is going to work, but let's give it a shot. And then try to make this... Yeah. Well, never mind. Let's just place it like this. We might have to prioritize this because now we should... When we have this above 50, we should have one family moving in each month. And those families will be needed for the winter to come. We do need to get the berries here before they actually go bad. And then we're just gonna get a lot of families on the fuel. And speaking of fuel, where can we actually build houses for them to work? For the workers that are gonna live. No, the workers that will work here, where will they live? We will figure something out for sure. We might have to start planting more trees here in this area as well. And we're gonna move the lodging camp some way. We're gonna, yeah, I'm not sure. We're gonna figure this out. Alright, so now we have this done. And I'm gonna get this other veggie farm in here. So there we go. Running out of fuel. That was very quickly. So we're gonna have to get a family in here now. We cannot wait any longer. And the good thing now is that they won't go in here. They won't spook the animals. So we don't have to move this whole area. Because when you're micromanaging everything with families living right next to the jobs, imagine if these guys just ran away to here. That's going to be really frustrating. We don't want that to happen. This sure looks like a nice little cozy town here in the forest, right? Love this. Love this game. Gotta love it. And the future is looking so bright, you guys. Like, there's so many cool updates. Imagine when we have AI cities. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Alright, so let's take a look here. We do not have a lot of fuel. But one fuel is enough to cover 1 month. So, yeah. I'm not really worried. Now we have one family living in there. So that's good. And then we also have to start thinking about money. So where's the closest trading point? It's way over here. This is a huge region. When we do trading, we want to put all the trade over here, and the families that live here is gonna work here is also going to live here. But that is a huge distance, so it's very important as well. Once we get this area going, we want to get the tavern in here eventually. We want a church over here eventually, because otherwise they have to live here and walk all the way here to use this church. But yeah, I need to start looking into the future, because yeah, that's gonna be so far off. So let's just stay in the present. Are we building anything? Yes, church. And this, I might. Can we fit a house in between all this right here? It's gonna look dumb, isn't it? We can't fit a house. I'm not saying that's gonna. Who would want to live here? I mean, we could put someone here that just works. I mean, the thing is, when we remove this, I think that's gonna be let's keep this. This could be cool. It really could. Not sure what happened here. I mean, this is just gonna be one of those. I think that's gonna be really cool, because they only need that extension for like a chicken coop or whatnot, and that's gonna be enough. And look at this church turning out very nicely right now. Look at this. Oh, I love this. It's so bright. Looking so good. Take a little hike right here in our city. Oh, love this. I gotta go. Got to go. We have stuff to do. I'm gonna speed up the game now so they can finish this. Are we getting some clothing on the market? We might. We have 9 leather. Where is this? 100% clothing. 100% fuel. Everything here is amazing. Look at that. So now we're getting clothing and fuel. No, food and clothing. So that's what I said in the beginning. Do not prioritize this, because you are not getting any approval from having firewood on the market. So just keep that in mind. Church is very, very close to being done right now. So looking very good. We soon have to start getting more, like building up our defenses too. But this is so far a very good start for the first year. Mercenaries are available. We cannot afford those, so sorry. All right, so here we go. We should. Did we get a new month? Yeah, I was gonna say we should get a new family, but there we go. A new family moving in. Looking very nice. And now let's see if we also can get the berries going. So we can get some berries before winter, because I mean this is going to be very nice. I will build houses right here next to the church. So those are gonna be built there. I'm gonna put the granary here, because again we're gonna minimize that transportation. So maybe the granary will be on the other side. So let's actually build. Yeah, I'm not really sure how we're gonna do this. because this is a good area for a marketplace, honestly. Or we can put it over here. Not really sure. I'm just gonna place these down for now. 2 of them should be fine. And then also we want some houses here. We do have 7. And this might be done. We might have to use... We might need a road here, but for now we're gonna do this. And let's minimize these so we have that extra extension. That way we only have food and fuel requirement for 3 families, but we can eventually get 6. And that's gonna be really good. So let's place those right there. They're gonna be working right here and also in some type of a marketplace and granary going on right here. But for now, we're gonna have to do this. This will also be moved. This will also be moved. Where should we have the wood cutting going on? Let's actually, you know what? Let's take a look at this. So we have very good barley right here. We should actually take a look at this before we start building, because there would not be a lot of barley for us to take. We got a new development point right there. So we have this area. There's not a lot of barley in this region. It's really not. This could be the only way right here. And this is not, this is a big area. So we're not going to have wood cutting right there. It's going to be a farm area. Flax, I'm not going to spend too much time on, but yeah, not this area because the trade will be there. So potentially this area is going to be the flax. And Emmer is basically the whole map. We could actually... This area right here that is already cut up with no trees could be a farming region so we can get food. That's going to be nice look into next to those fields right there. So we could have a wood production going right here. I know there was some barley there. So wood production could be here. So let's get this road up to this King's Road up there. And we're going to move this. Yeah, move this right here. I think 1. And then we also want to place another one. And I always say that we should prioritize this, but I never do. And this time we will actually do it. And we're going to place 2 down. And how many? We have 2 left. Okay, so let's get those roads around. Get the roads. There we go. Same here. Get those roads around these. All the way down. And there we go. And the most important thing here is that we do need to plant trees. And that's they're gonna plant trees in these areas right here. So the saw pit might actually move here too. So let's get that one over here. And we're gonna place 1 on each side here. I think that's gonna be very good. How much are these? They cost 2. That's gonna overdo it. So we're not gonna build this, but the other one is gonna be there. And that way, this area is going to be our tree planting area. So we're going to have 2 planters on each side. 1 there and 1 there. Same on this side. We're going to plant this area. And we're never going to run out of firewood. That way, we can start selling planks soon. So we can start making money. Alright, so now we have a militia as well. And this is very important. We have 14 right now. And this is important because we need to take a look at the map here. Do we have any outlaws? Yes, 1 right there. Very far off. So that is the thing you definitely want to do when we have at least 16. You could go for 14, but I say 16 so we actually have a clear win, but also minimize casualties. The more men we have, the more of a chance do we have to win. And I also have a little battle tactic that I usually do when we are fewer men than them. So I'm going to show you that soon. We just need 1 more family to move in. So we're just going to wait a month here. Food is down. So we're going to have to prioritize this. I know we're building a lot right now and we only have 2 oxen. And this production in this city is going to be slow until we can get more oxen. And we're going to get them soon because we're getting money very shortly right here. Let me know as well in the comment section a good name suggestion for this city. And I'm gonna release this video like today. When you see it, it's gonna be released today. And I'm not gonna record the next video until like the night after. So whatever you write in the comments here will affect the playthrough. So get those comments down there. We're gonna play this together. If you have any suggestions and ideas, I'm gonna try to make them happen. If you don't know what to comment and you want to support, you can always just drop a nice Viking shield in the comments to show some support. And again, guys, if you're still watching, as always, not subscribed, help me push those 2,100 subscribers. That's gonna be amazing. Very cool. Right, so can we please speed this up now? How are we looking here? We might have to get a family in here. So let's start. You're a tannery and you're a granary worker. So the tannery don't need to work there any longer. You should be a hunter because the tannery can't make more leather if there's no hides. That way we can start getting more food as well. So I guess that could be smart. And now this guy has moved in. And we have spear families. I don't like taking these guys, but... Wait, what? That's a forger. Oh my, that's gonna be a rookie mistake, isn't it? Oh no, it was the right. Are you kidding me? No, that was a rookie mistake. I thought this was a tree planter. Forester huts and foreground. Oh my god, they're not even similar, but they're similar. Okay, so it was the right building. We need to have this here. Oh jeez, are you kidding me? All right, get these up, please. And by the time we might be lucky to get families to move in here, so they can start working here. We want families closer here, obviously. Oh, that was such a rookie mistake, and then I actually made a rookie mistake. That was embarrassing. Anyways, get those timber logs away from there so we can actually get this. There we go. Now, did I pick the right building now? Please tell me I did. Yeah, foreground huts. There we go. Good stuff. All right. We also need an extra family in here, but that's gonna have to wait because we need these families to get these jobs going. And now we are down to 2 timber as well, so we need to start manning families in there. But again, guys, this is going to be the priority because the berries are gonna be gone very soon because they're gonna decompose for the winter. So we need to get those picked up soon. Can we please get this extra family moving in here now? We are desperate for another family to move in. There we go. I'm just gonna do like this with 2 families because we are desperate for families to start getting those berries. And that's just gonna be temporary. How are we looking here? Yeah, we don't have any food. This is starting to fill up as well, so we're gonna need more planks eventually as well. 14 brave spearmen. There we go. 15. We're just gonna wait for the 16th to come in there, and then eventually we're gonna pull those out. I might actually just wait just a bit, just so we get those berries. And you might be wondering what I mean, especially if you're new to Manor. But you see this right here. We have 24 citizens. 16 of those are fighting men, and there's these guys. So if we pull these guys out to be in a war, we're gonna lose those 16 families from working. That way we only have 8 families staying behind working, which is gonna slow the production down like crazy. So let's get those berries before winter, so we can actually pull out these guys as soon as we have some berries. All right, we have 6 months. We should be surviving. This is way actually. Resources stolen by bandits. Look at that. They're stealing 8. Okay, that's it. That is it. All right, so let's gather our forces. And please just walk, because if you don't walk, you're gonna be exhausted. And what is the closest route to go here? There is a bridge right there. I wish there was one right there, so we might have to go over here. And that's crazy. So that is one thing with this river map. They're walking right. Is that the distances here? This is just a huge map overall, but then you have to walk further due to the river until we actually can build those bridges, but they cost a fortune and we have to own the region. So now you will see this city being slowed down like crazy. We're gonna have to remove those guys from there, and hopefully we will get more families moving in here while we're gone, so we can put this to work. We might have to just get 2 families in these and 1 in here, so we can get more timber while we're gone. I think that's gonna be good. And then you guys now have a job, and that is to fight. And I'm gonna show you one of the best ways here to do the fight. The first thing you want to think about is that we don't want to fight in the forest, and we want to have a nice straight line, obviously. But if we fight in the forest, we're gonna lose more men. For some reason that gives us a negative. And the other thing also that gives us negative is that it's not giving us negative, it's that we don't have any experience. So that's also gonna, ooh, way over there, isn't it? All right, so when we have the experience, we're gonna do a lot better. So one thing I might do here, since they just came up with another bandit camp, I'm gonna show you a little trick as well. Because usually I send the money to my regional wealth to buy those oxen so we can speed this up. But now I'm gonna send that to my treasury. We're gonna pull these back to the city after the fight so they can start working. And then we're gonna send mercenaries to deal with those guys. That is the plan. Let's slow this down here while we are just placing one more family in here. There we go. That's still gonna be very slow, but we had a family moving in, so why not? Alright, so go up here, because I'm pretty sure these guys are gonna push these guys very soon. You're gonna see that when we see their icon like that. And this is when we kind of wanna go into position here in the open space right here. We don't want to be in the forest. So let's form a nice line. And it's very important here that you don't want to blob them up like this. Because the ones in the behind line or the back line, they're not going to fight. They're just going to stand there sharing on. So you want a long, nice line like this. Moving downhill. I mean, it seems like it's uphill, but that's fine. Alright, so forward just a bit. There we go. Speeding this up. Alright, so here's the trick. They have 2 more men than me. So the trick you normally do here is if we slow down and almost pause this game, you're gonna see soon potentially some of my army fighting against 2 guys, and it's not looking like it now, but pretend that these 2 guys were fighting against this guy. Then you just pull back your lines like this. And I never encountered that we lose a man from doing that. That's just me. So stand your ground. So here's the thing, there are 3 against 1 right here. We don't want that to happen, so pull back our men again. And we're just gonna do this. Now we have the forest behind us, so we cannot back off too far. But just like this, we got 3 guys against 1. We're gonna be careful here. We're gonna take a look here. This guy is struggling, but we're down to 17. Now we have this guy under control. But looking at this, we have too many men. I know I'm overthinking this, but I'm telling you, by doing this, I've never lost any men this early, and we hopefully I don't do it now. But this has happened to me before. We never lose men from doing this. And let's see if I'm right. I could be wrong. But now we have, yeah, a lot of men against 1 here as well. They're down to 12 now. 11. We lost 1 man. I should pull back my men there, but usually this works better. We could probably just move back again. We don't get more casualties here. There we go. And they're broken. We lost 1 man. I should have pulled back my men shorter 1 more time. But you guys are probably thinking I'm crazy for doing this. So let's actually pull these guys out of here as quick as possible. And let's send this to our treasury. Let's not spend too much time on this. But I'm telling you, you don't want to lose any men. Losing just 1 family member here is going to be devastating for our realm. Because we don't have that many. So we're going to send this to my treasury. And I'm going to show you why soon. Let's just pause the game here. We're not really speed running this. We're doing very slowly here. But I'm also trying to show you what I think is the best start. So there we go. And I also want to get some mercenaries now. And let's take a look here. We definitely need these 2. The only thing is that they might actually turn up very far away. But we're going to spend 50 on these. And that's a lot of money, I know. Let's actually see where they're showing up. Oh, this is just perfect. Yes, they're coming right here. So you guys, you can actually run here, and I don't care about if these guys die or not. We just want to claim this so we can get some regional wealth, so we can buy some oxen. So let's actually plan for some more oxen right now, and let's build some more hitching posts. I think it's here, right? Yep, there we go. And those hitching posts we can place probably in here. We're gonna need a lot of these guys where we're gonna do the wood production. So let's get those 5 right there to start with. Those gonna be small stables eventually. And now you guys gonna have to hurry about back here ASAP. And then we're just gonna send these guys to deal with these outlaws, and preferably we want this to happen before we have to pay them 50 more. So let's just get that there, and they're gonna kill these guys very easily. So I can actually do like this, and then you can actually go here and you can go and attack these guys. And then you can go here and you can claim this. So we speed this up. There we go. And we definitely want to kill these guys before we actually... there we go. They're broken. And we're just going to disband these units. And just like that, sending this to my nearest town, we have gained 141 regional wealth. And sometimes when you do like this... Ah, dang it. Sometimes you gain regional wealth. Anyways, oh, there we go. There we go. Just like that. I don't know if that is a bug or not. But now we got more regional wealth. We can buy more oxen. And the best thing as well, in a region like this, we're not going to have a lot of meat. Then you definitely want to get those chicken coops. Chicken coops are going to give us eggs. And that's also going to help our city. I was going to say, why can't I build more? Oh, we need planks. Well, this is the first episode, guys. Our men are back. Thank you all for watching all the way to this end right here. There are more episodes coming, so make sure to subscribe. So if you haven't already, like this video if you like and enjoy these type of videos. And again, thank you all members that are supporting more than just watching this video. And if you want to become a member, you can actually grab your shield and join the shield wall by pressing join below this video. I can't believe we're back playing Manor, guys. Really fun stuff. Again, guys, I'm excited to read your comments after this video, so keep those comments coming. And if you want to see the next episode in this series, you're going to see that video on the screen right now, unless you're watching this today. So press that video, and I will see you then.